afternoon, everybody. I'm Bob Marone along with Joe Logano. We are live once again at the Knollwood Country Club here in Elmsford, New York. We are Westchester Talk Radio. We're produced this afternoon by Shaw Creative and made possible by Hightower and Robeson. And again, once again, it's the third annual Honickman Companies Golf Invitational, and it is to support the Volunteers of America, Greater New York. And with us, I guess you could say, is the top dog. Well, one and a half. He is the President and Chief Operating Officer of Honickman, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And he's also the Vice Chair of Volunteers of America of Greater New York. So, Reginald Goins, Reggie, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I'd love to say I play golf in my spare time, but my score today would prove that I do not play golf well in my spare time. But I am quite busy at the Honickman Companies and also with Volunteers of America, so my life is pretty full. In my spare time, I got a wife of 31 years and two wonderful boys that I kind of run around and hang around with, so that's what I do in my spare time.
Well, that's pretty nice. The only thing I have to say, last year you said that you would improve your golf game. That didn't work, did it?
No, I have worked hard at improving my game, but it has not paid off today.
To no avail.
No avail at all, but I had fun today.
Well, thank goodness you're good at helping people and at your business. Let's talk about your business first. You know, the Honickman Company, it's a nice name, but it's what you do that matters business-wise. People know it as a Pepsi distribution organization, but there are a lot more products than that. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. So the Honickman Companies is an umbrella organization that basically we have multiple bottling companies. So in New York, people know us as Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New York, but we actually own another Pepsi distribution system that's down in the Philadelphia, southern New Jersey area, and that's Pepsi and National Brand Beverages. In addition to that, we have some wonderful Canada Dry bottling operations as well. So Canada Dry of Delaware Valley and Canada Dry of Potomac. And so we have the Canada Dry bottling operation that runs all the way down to the North Carolina border.
I was just going to say that. You're really all down the East Coast, stopping right around there. Delaware, South Jersey, that's an area I know very well, or at least that part of New Jersey. I've been drinking your White Peach Ginger Ale for the first time, a Schweppes brand that you also distribute. Excellent, by the way, I just should add.
Thank you for saying that. Schweppes is one of our great brands that is owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper, who they are one of our strategic partners as well, and we have wonderful Pepsi brands, but we also distribute brands that are not owned by Pepsi or Canada Dry or KDP. Because we know what we try to do is make sure we have a beverage for everyone, and so we've been doing pretty good with that.
Well, I took some notes before. You also have energy drinks. Tell us about your energy drinks. I'm an ancient hockey player, and I'm always looking for the better energy drinks. What do you got?
So for energy, we actually have a wonderful brand called Rockstar. Coming out this year is a new brand that's going to be under the Gatorade umbrella called Fast Twitch, and so that's going to be a brand new energy. It's going to be a clean energy that we have. We also have another energy brand called G Fuel. That's going to be great for gamers. You know, nowadays the younger folks are doing gaming, and G Fuel is a wonderful energy brand that's there as well. So.
You have nothing to do. Such a lazy man. Let's get to how long you've been doing this. How did you get into this business, and what size was it when you started?
Well, we actually I've been in the beverage industry for over 25 years. This business has grown immensely. The number of SKUs, the number of different brands and packages we carry now is around 700 on our Pepsi side, and we have about the same on our Canada Dry side of our business. And so we have beverages in every category, from waters to teas to coffee drinks. We try to have something for everyone. So.
Well, I saw one of your brands was called Zen.
Yeah.
Now, why Zen? I think of Zen, I'm ready to start meditating about, beautiful women or a beautiful sky. What's Zen all about?
So there's a brand called Zen Water, and Zen Water is actually a wonderful product. It's a great water brand, but the real niche to Zen is that all the plastic that is used for the bottles are plastic that is reclaimed, that are on the beaches, that are ocean bound. And so they rescue the plastic off beaches and they recycle the plastic, and that's the plastic that's used in bottles. So every time you drink a Zen Water, you actually help in the environment because all the plastic is plastic that's reclaimed from being ocean bound.
This is so interesting. You got any other new products coming out we'd be interested
Oh
in?
my gosh, the fastest growing brand that we just came out with is called Gator Light. Gator Light is it's like Pedialyte and Gatorade kind of mixed together. It's the best way to describe it. Now, it's not Pedialyte. Pedialyte is a separate brand, not owned by Pepsi, but it is a Gatorade that meets like a very rapid hydration, and so it is a rapid hydration Gatorade. It's the best way to describe it, and folks drink it who are looking to rehydrate themselves very quickly and put in electrolytes at a very rapid pace.
That'd be very excellent for an ancient hockey player like myself. When we talked last year, it piqued my interest in you as a person, but also people like yourself, and I'll tell you why. There's that old adage, the 80-20 rule, where essentially what it says is you want something done, give it to the busy person anyway. So then you go and get involved with Volunteers of America, Greater New York. You're vice chair of the board. How long have you been doing this with them? You already mentioned you're married 31 years. You've got kids. You're coming out with new brands every day. Hamsters on crack aren't as busy. But now you want to you joined their board. Tell us. I mean, that's a wonderful thing. But what drove you there?
You know, that's a great question. I went to a Volunteers of America fundraising event about 3.5 years ago. I was invited by a vice president for Walgreens, and we went to this event, and they talked about all the wonderful programs. They have 66 different programs. And they are known for having a lot of homeless shelters to help people move from homelessness to having places to live. But they have so many other programs, and I was just fascinated by all the great work that's being done. And, I grew up, not having a whole lot of money at all, underprivileged. And I just felt like this is an organization that I could get involved with and try to help. And I just first started with helping them, and then they asked me to join the board a few years ago. And then I was elected vice chair just recently. And so
Congratulations.
thank you for that. I appreciate it. And it's a labor of love. I mean, I'm honored to work with these good people, but the true men and women that should be honored are the ones that work in the shelters, the ones that work in these programs every day, because they are sacrificing their lives to help other people. And I'm just honored to do what I can to help them.
Now, were you one of these kids that like delivered newspapers and figured it sold things, and were you always ambitious even as a young kid?
Yeah, I've always been a person that felt like in order to really utilize every bit of talent that God gave me, I needed to try to find ways of helping others and doing things. And so I've always had different little things to make a few pennies here and there, but busy as always. I was I spoke French at a young age, and would join the math club and the science clubs and so on and so forth.
Hold on a minute. Hit Joe, one of these smart guys, Oh, man. Well, no, but that's pretty cool, and look what you've done with it. Now, I have to ask you this next question. We know you're not any good at golf, so we're going to get rid of that as a hobby. You, of course, have a family and everything else. What do you do for you when you need to relax? What are your hobbies?
The thing is, what I absolutely love to do is to be able to go out sometimes, and it sounds weird, but to try to volunteer. It is relaxing for me to spend time helping other people. And so whether or not it is, my wife and I started a family charity fund. It's like a little bit of a foundation, and we find ways to just help people. And to me, it is the most rewarding thing that we can do. And we donate to all causes. We started our own scholarship fund for the United Negro College Fund, and we just donate money to great causes, and we just love to help people.
Folks, I wish this was television so you could see his face light up. You're an impossible case, but it's a wonderful case. I want to thank you, Reggie Goins. You like Reggie or Reginald?
No,
Reggie Goins. The reason I wanted to know a little bit more about you is, in my experience as a broadcaster, there are people that are wired like you, and you could take your money and run, but you don't. And on behalf of our listeners, and certainly on behalf of Volunteers of America, Greater New York, thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for what you all do to help us raise the notoriety for this great organization. And so really appreciate you.
Now, I can't let you go unless I ask, will you do any better at golf next year?
I can't do worse at golf, so I have to do better.
Thank you so very much. What a pleasure.
Pleasure. No, pleasure's all mine.
Take care, sir. Have a great day. We'll be back after these words.